House Speaker Mike Johnson, R. Louisiana, said Sunday that Jeffrey Epstein's former girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, deserves a life sentence, rejecting the idea of a potential pardon for the convicted sex trafficker. In an appearance on NBC's Meet the Press, Johnson was asked if he supported a pardon for Maxwell, but the speaker emphasized that the decision ultimately belongs to President Donald Trump. "I think 20 years was a pittance," Johnson said of Maxwell's time behind bars. "I think she should have a life sentence at least. I mean, think of all these unspeakable crimes. I mean, it's hard to put into words how evil this was and that she orchestrated it and was a big part of it, at least under the criminal sanction. I think is an unforgivable thing," Johnson added, acknowledging that federal prosecutors identified more than 1,000 victims, many of whom were underage. "So, again, not my decision, but I have great pause about that, as any reasonable person would." While leaving the White House on Friday en route for Scotland, Trump was asked if he considered a pardon or clemency for Maxwell. The president left the door open, responding, "I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about." Johnson said he supports the position of the president, the FBI, and the Justice Department that all credible evidence and information be released, but emphasized the need for safeguards to protect victims' identities. As for Maxwell, she was questioned by Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche at federal prison in Tallahassee, Florida, for 2 consecutive days last week. Her lawyer told reporters she answered questions on about 100 potential Epstein associates as she angles for clemency. "That's a decision of the president," Johnson said of a potential Maxwell pardon. He said he had not adequately considered that. "I won't get in front of him. That's not my lane. My lane is to help direct and control the House of Representatives and to use every tool within our arsenal to get to the truth. I'm going to say this as clearly and plainly and repeatedly as I can over and over. We are for maximum disclosure. We want all transparency. I trust the American people. I and the House Republicans believe that they should have all this information to be able to determine what they will. But we have to protect the innocent. And that's the only safeguard here that we've got to be diligent about, and I'm insistent upon doing so." Johnson criticized a petition for the release of all the Epstein files brought by Representatives Thomas Massie, R. West Virginia, and Ro Khanna, D. Pennsylvania, as reckless and poorly drafted, arguing that it ignored federal rules protecting grand jury materials and would require the DOJ and FBI to release information that they know is false, that is based on lies and rumors, and was not even credible enough to be entered into the court proceedings. The speaker said the petition also lacked safeguards for minor victims who were subjected to unspeakable crimes, abject evil, and who risk being unmasked. Johnson said Massie and Khanna cite that they don't want child abuse, sex abuse information uncovered, but they cite the wrong provision of the federal code, and so it makes it unworkable.